Well, thanks everybody for being here today. It's great to be here in Edmonton, Alberta's capital. I know we all are interested in what we're doing here today. Well, Jim Prentice asked for our numbers and we're going to provide them today. And I apologize for the poor sound quality. I think we all know why that has happened. And frankly, it's a bit embarrassing. After 43 years of the same government, this is what happens when the bureaucracy has been around too long under the same government. They start to believe it's their right to keep people off of something that belongs to the people of Alberta, and that's these grounds. So I think it clearly indicates where we are with this government and where we should go from here. Alberta needs a finance plan that does not punish families with tax increases. Alberta needs a finance plan that delivers world-class services. That means protecting all frontline services. That's right. That means protecting all frontline workers. Alberta needs a finance plan that secures jobs, growth, and prosperity for future generations of Albertans. That's why today I'm proud to present our positive vision to bring our budget back to balance without raising taxes. The Wildrose low-tax, balanced budget and savings plan will balance the budget by 2017 without raising taxes or harming any frontline services. You can see on page 6 of our handout today exactly how we've done that. We've highlighted it in yellow in particular about coming back to balanced budgets by 2017. Let me be clear. This plan fully protects all frontline workers and the important services that they deliver to Albertans that all Albertans find so important. Our government isn't bloated because we are delivering too many services. Our government is bloated because after 40 years, too many executive offices and agencies are filled with PC cronies. We will reduce the number of government managers by 1,600, mostly through attrition. There are simply too many assistant deputy ministers and too many executive directors and too many executive advisors. What is an executive advisor anyways? What do they do? Does every ministry need a large communication staff? And if so, why does this government then hire so many communications consultants? How exactly does a transformation department actually help vulnerable Albertans who need help from human services? Reducing the management ranks will save Albertans money without harming Albertans' services.
The jobs front, you spoke about protecting Alberta jobs. How is your plan to protect Alberta jobs? You're probably going to see some more bad jobs.
Well, the best thing to do is to make sure there's no increase in taxes. 59 new tax and fees is ridiculous during times when people are laid off and when people are hurting and afraid of what's coming in the future. It's just not appropriate, and it's not what a Wildrose government would do.
Now, the PCs say that by not raising corporate taxes, they have actually protected jobs. Do you disagree with their assessment on their plan of protecting jobs?
Well, $12 billion is going to come from somebody. That's how much these new taxes and fees are going to do each year. It's going to come from somebody, and what they're expecting it to do is come from taxpayers. Taxpayers to continue to support a bloated and inefficient government and government agencies is not the way we will conduct business.
Brian, the PCs say you want to roll back on all the infrastructure investments, schools, roads, hospitals. This shows that you do want to go less into capital debt. I guess, how do you still build schools, roads, and hospitals without going into capital debt? And will you roll back these projects?
Well, not the high important projects for certain. What we're going to do is extend it one more year. But the truth is that there's some things that are just not priorities for Albertans. For instance, we have right beside us the MLA's $1 million empty Zamboni garage. We have other things that have happened, the Sky Palace, and things like that are just not necessary, and that's what government is not supposed to do. And we will make sure that those lower priority projects are either gotten rid of because they're ridiculous or put off for a year in relation to the budget plan itself, the capital spending budget.
Those are lower priority projects already done. What would you not build now to help us?
We will go through the projects, and we will put them off for another additional year. If you look at the Wildrose Infrastructure 1010 plan, what we've said we will do and what we will do is we will make a list of projects that are priorities for Albertans, and we will go through that list and publish that list. We will not be publicizing and politicizing the infrastructure investments. We will make sure that Albertans know what we're going to invest in, and they will make it very clear what's important and what's not important. There are some projects, I spent 10 years in the federal government, 6 years dealing with all the infrastructure projects across the country. I can tell you for certain that with the economic action plan of the federal government, $45 billion through the department I worked for, we were able to assess and prioritize projects based on the needs of people, and it wasn't difficult at all to see the differences between Zamboni garages and roads, streets, and water and sewer.